Welcome to another English Solutions for Business and Life video. Today, we will be looking at Unit 9 and focus on the Global Pre-Intermediate book. And we will be looking at vocabulary. Firstly, let's look at feeling ill and treatment vocabulary. This has to do with health and when you get sick. We will also look at some sports and the words that have to do with sports and verbs. So let's begin. Firstly, getting ill or feeling ill. When you're feeling ill, you can use the phrases I have or I've got. Here are a few examples of illnesses that you can get. Let's repeat all of them with I have. I have a cough. I have a fever. I have a cold. I have a sore throat. I have a stomach ache. I have a toothache. I have a headache. You could also say, I've got a cough. I've got a fever. I've got a cold. I've got a sore throat. I've got a stomach ache. I've got a toothache. And I've got a headache. Now, when something hurts, you could say you have an ache. It aches. But most of the time, you would say that your a part of the body, your blank, hurts. For example, you could say my head hurts. My arm hurts. My leg hurts, and so on. These are, as I said, a few examples of illnesses and phrases that you would use when you get sick or you're feeling ill. Now, when we're talking about treatments, to treat those illnesses, we would first, or the normal thing to do first, would be to visit the person that would cure you. Could be the doctor, the dentist, or someone else. Visit is the verb that you would use. Let's look at another verb. Get. You can get a shot, a vaccine, an injection. Take. You can take some pills, some medicine. You can have an operation. You can take antibiotics. Now, an illness, as we mentioned earlier. Now, these are the words that are in this unit, Unit 9, in the vocabulary part, when we're talking about feeling ill or getting a treatment to feel better. Now let's look at sports. Sports also have some verbs that are different with each sport. Now, I have 3 verbs right here. They are the most used verbs when you're talking about sports. Play, do, and go. Let's make a small exercise with these verbs. I have a whole list of sports that you can do with these verbs. So now we're going to put them all with the verb that we would use to talk about these sports. Firstly, let's look at running. Can you play running? Can you do running? Or would you go running? Well, you would go running. You can also say go swimming. What other sport can you do or can you practice with this verb, go? Well, you can go cycling. Now let's change verb. What about basketball? What verb would you use with basketball? Well, we would say we play basketball. We also play tennis. We also play baseball. And football. Now, what about the verb to do? Well, those sports that go with do would be, for example, aerobics, judo, yoga, and so on. These are more sports that you can do by yourself most of the time. When you're moving, like most of the time a race, you would use go. Running, go swimming, go cycling. You could also say go skiing. What about golf? Would you do golf, go golf, or play golf? Well, we would play golf. That's correct. Squash. Squash is already in the place where it would go. We play squash. And lastly, soccer. We play soccer. So, these are the verbs that we would use with these different types of exercises or sports. I hope it's a little bit clearer, and you can use these verbs when you're talking about sports. Also, you can use the other words and the other verbs when you're talking about feeling ill, feeling sick. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and it can help you understand the vocabulary in this unit better. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.